What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching Amos Live. My name is Boy and it is Thursday, October 24. Standing in P3. KLM 100 years Dreamliner 78710. Flight 566. Having arrived from Nairobi, Kenya. Patrick, goedemorgen. Marja, goedemorgen. Rick, goedemorgen. Paul, goedemorgen. Other Paul, good morning. Welcome to the show, folks. It's a beautiful day over here at Schiphol Airport. A bit hazy still. The day began a bit foggy. We had takeoffs from 09 just now. But that was only in the morning. Now back to a runway configuration in line with wind blowing from the south. The wind is in fact blowing more from the east than from the south today, which is why I'm surprised to see that runway 18 left is now being used for departures together with runway 24. I think runway 24 will give tailwind. Marianne, goedemorgen. Henry, goedemorgen. Nexus, good morning. Lois, good morning. Big picture overview. This is what it looks like over here. You can see the sun is out. Lovely weather. A bit hazy. For the time being, Alsmeerbaan is being used for departures. Later, they'll even transition to just Kaagbaan, runway 24. Expected around 11:40. That is quite interesting. If you check out the meter, you will see that the wind is blowing from the east southeast with a handful of knots. Current runway use is like this, and the expected runway use says that from 11:40 until 12:20, right and center are going to be used for arrivals, and runway 24 is going to be used for takeoffs. Now, that is quite interesting because, as you guys can see over here, when picking 0624, you can see that there is actually a little bit of tailwind for departures from runway 24. But yeah, that's what the powers that be have decided apparently. We'll see. For now it is a beautiful day with wind blowing from this direction where the camera is now pointing. Looking up in the sky, we can see blue. There are contrails. Something with 4 engines by the looks of it. Jackie, Kelly, good morning. John, good morning. Martin, goedemorgen. Adi Rick, goedemorgen kerel. Alles lekker indeed. Ooh, check it out. Suriname. Suriname A340 600. I'm also hearing... Where is it? Ah. Dash 8 100. Taking off from runway 04. Hey there Ed, good morning. Richard, goedemorgen. Spotting Lover, good morning. So the A340 600 is getting towed to a parking a bit further away by the looks of it. I'm standing here a bit further towards the west with more overview of traffic landing at center. So even if runway 18 left is going to close in favor of runway 24 for departures, we are able to see a bit more from over here. Standing on the western side of the garage, and look at the overhang that this side is having compared with this side. I wish that they had an overhang like this on all sides. That would mean that whatever wind direction is blowing, it is going to stay dry here. We can also see arriving airplanes from runway center and Polderbaan a bit earlier from over here. The column is still in the way though. We can see BA taxiing over there. This is the entrance to the Schiphol tunnel that you can see. The A4 highway. And I believe that this is a military complex. The Maxima Kazerne, I think. Anyway. Hadi Henk, goedemorgen. All others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. Welcome to the show.
I have joined.
Also, again, joined by my Belgian ground crew Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. So, for the time being, departures from 18 left. Over here we have a 737 KLM, I think. And already a couple of airplanes over here, including an Amelia Embraer 145, which is going to SXB Strasbourg. And the all-white 737 lined up is flying on behalf of Transavia to Barcelona, flight 5139. This is a Croatian registered airplane, 9 Alpha Kilo Oscar Romeo. "17 years old, first flight December 2006. Ghana Chef Chris, good morning. Lance Plains and More, good morning. Fritz, guten Morgen, herzlich willkommen. Definitely more wind up here than on ground level. Footage is shaky again. Stupid wind. Good morning, Dose of Aviation. Who is about to board Ryanair flight to Dublin. Over here at Amsterdam, nice. Jin, good morning. Mr. Professor, good morning. All others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. Lovely day, a bit hazy still. We had some fog this morning, but it is clearing up nicely. Embraer 145 to Strasbourg is lined up now. Amelia flight 6769. French registered 25-year-old airplane, first flight May 1999. KLM 777 coming this way. It's KLM flight 644, 777-200 having arrived from New York JFK. Transavia A321 is getting towed. Right here we have KLM flight 1571 to Porto, and behind it is KLM flight 1603 to Rome. Good morning, Sertak. It looks warm in Amsterdam. It isn't. It is cold, particularly with the wind here. But it is nice with the sun out, absolutely. Good morning, Mr. Blue Sky. Bad Karma Drone, good morning. Andy, good morning. Good to see you, mate. Sunny but cold Hull. Well, it's also sunny but cold here in Amsterdam. Temperatures that of a refrigerator with a little bit of wind. As you guys can see, it is gorgeous. The sun is out, there are even contrails to be seen. Vic is asking, already some plans for the winter? Sadly, no, not yet. A lot has already sold out. Hotels that I wanted to go to or have gone to, that I know at least are decent. And it's all very expensive, mate. Like if you go on a winter sport on your own, it is like 2k for a week. And even though I can afford it, I think that is a bit steep. Increasingly expensive, at least if you go by airplane like I usually do. So no plans yet. Not ruling out the possibility of not even going at all this year, although if possible I do still want to go, but it's becoming ever more difficult. What is this? Delta A350? Regular ass Delta A350. Good morning, Captain Jerry. Good morning, Johan. Welcome all others who have joined in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3. Arrivals take place on Polderbaan. And departures take place from Aalsmeerbaan 18 left and Kaagbaan runway 24. Tom, goedemorgen. Dion, goedemorgen. We have 2 airplanes that are lining up for Cheaters Lane. We have 3 airplanes that are lining up for the threshold. It's hard to see what's going on the far end at Schiphol Oostbaan, even though we did see the Coast Guard Dash 8 earlier. You might see some biz jets, but as you guys can see, it is still a bit hazy, and with the sun shining directly in our face looking in that direction. It is a bit hard to see what's going on over there. And the smell of kerosene in the morning. Yeah. It's a good thing I have a little bit of a runny nose. At least the vapors will get cleared a bit. Looks like we are seeing a cheater take off first. That is a Bombardier C-Series 300 from Air France going to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Air Baguette flight 1241. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to Sir Andy Q, who just now gifted no less than 10 memberships. Andy, what the fudge? Thank you so much, mate. I hope that everybody will enjoy your membership who received one, and don't forget to say thanks to Andy if you did receive a membership just now. That is very generous, Andy. Thank you so much, my friend. And welcome to the Aurora Skylines new members. Already a lot of members have responded with suggestions for a new custom emoji to replace Chucky with. Like I said before, I will gather all your suggestions and we'll turn them into a poll. Well, it's probably going to turn out into several polls, because I think the maximum items that you can put in a poll is 5 or 6 or so. And we definitely have more suggestions than that already. So thank you all so much for thinking along. You can still submit new suggestions until Saturday. Then I will make the polls, and then we'll run the poll for I think another week or so. Make sure that everybody gets a chance to cast their vote or votes. The suggestion with the most votes will win. Little 737-700. No Wi-Fi on board. There's no hump. There is a hump in the runway when it crosses runway 0927. Luckily, these airplanes come with good shock absorbers. See that Alan is also back, finally home, and now freezing his titties off. Mate, I feel so sorry for you. Oh, check it out, Finnair A350. Is that the regular livery? The answer is yes, it is. Having landed on Polderbound, we can see it over here a little bit earlier, and we also only have a minor blockage by the pole and not the entire building in the way. So I'm actually starting to like this location. We can see everything that we could also see from the other location, except that we can also see the traffic arriving from center and Polderbound a bit better. Anyway, where were we? Another 737 lined up over here at 18 left, spooling up, ready to go. KLM flight 1629 to Venice. Never been, but my mom did go there years ago. Well, not years ago, but she brought back Venetian masks and beautiful pictures. KLM A330 on the move. What is up, Kevo? Hey there, Halil, good morning. Petra, goedemorgen, good morning. Guten Morgen, I should say. Mr. Hilton, good morning, Mark. And all others who have joined in the meantime, welcome. to AMS Live from parking P3. The sun is out, as you guys can see. I'm joined here by Lisa, and we are standing in the corner of P3, overlooking the traffic that is going and coming. Finnair is coming, has cleared the column, and is slowly but surely coming this way. Hey there, T-Mac, good morning, good to see you again. You can see the A350-1000 Cathay Pacific in the background. Undoubtedly is going to be relocated to a gate at some point later in the morning. And this is Finnair flight 1301, having arrived from bloody Helsinki. 7-year-old airplane, first flight June 2017. Looks like another airplane outbound is coming this way. KLM 737 to Warsaw. Now KLM flight 879 to Bangalore is also alive on the platform, or at least according to flight radar. I hope it's going to be pushed back pretty soon. Bangalore, India, going to east. Candidate for 18 left. If it is going at some point. Adi Patrick, goedemorgen. Welcome everybody to AMS Live. Hey, BizJet is landing. Interesting. We saw the Dash 8 just now take off in opposite direction. The BizJet is landing on runway 22. With a wheelie. Nice. Captain Wheelie. Captain Wheelie is hustling and doing some BizJet flights if he isn't working on the Embraer. KLM flight 1313 to Warsaw is lining up. Georgios, good morning. Hey, what do I see? What do I see? The Queen has been enjoying these 4 months hard. Well, thank you so much for your support, Lisa. I can almost hear you. It's almost as if you're here with me. What? Hope the seat in the lounge is still to your liking? Nah, so. Is the champagne still okay? Shitty champagne. Are your titties freezing off as well? Just like Big Al's.
To write that, but it will only go 50 signs, it will be 50 letters.
The message was too, yeah. You need to be short and succinct.
Just freezing tits.
Freezing tits. 4 months of titty freezing, yeah. Oh, and now BizJet has just taken off, which is why 737 is holding short. Well, you can still see. You can see it when it happens, but it's hard to see when it is happening because, as you guys could see, it is a little bit hazy still, particularly looking in the direction of the Schiphol Oostbaan, the general aviation platform. Vertical visibility is better than horizontal visibility on ground level at the moment. Good morning, Adrian. Don Villejos, good morning. Martin en Hultien, goedemorgen, good morning. Ah, BizJet landing. What? It's busy with those BizJets. Runway 22 seeing more traffic in the last 10 minutes than 18 left. There you go. Hopefully now the 737 will get clearance. Lord knows they're testing their patience. Yeah, something is happening there. Hey Roadhog, good morning mate. Long time no see, hope all is well. Up and away. Looky here, it is the 777-200 to Bangalore, making its way over to the threshold of 18 left, being preceded by a 737 to split. Adi Marlon from Transavia tuning in. Welcome to the show. Hope all is well. Now 777-200 to Cape Town, also on the move. I think that's also a candidate, potential candidate for 18 left. KLM Flight 597, 777-200. And the 777-200 to Bangalore is now about to line up. This is KLM Flight 879 to Bangalore. Guess Rick has to go again. Enjoy your day, mate. Good to have seen you here, albeit briefly. Hope to see you again soon, mate. Roadhog wrote, I was banned from YouTube for using an ad blocker, wrote a script so they can't detect it anymore. Oh dear, we're surrounded, we have hackers in our midst. So, this is the 777-200 to Bangalore, KLM Flight 879, the PHBQA, which is 21 years old already. First flight of this airplane was in September of the year 2003. Now, lucky us, that 777 to Cape Town does seem to be coming this way. So that is nice. Next airplane to take off from 18 left is an A320 in the Star Alliance livery. Swiss going to Zurich, flight 725. She's 27 years old, first flight November 1996. Here we go. Already next up is going to be KLM flight 597 to Cape Town, South Africa. Another 777-200 The PH BQF, 20 years old, first flight March 2004. Good morning, Martin. Good morning, Kevin. Let's see what else is in the pipeline. A lot of departures that will take off from runway 24. There is a BizJet that has arrived from Brussels. Looking at the arrivals from Alderbaan, Air Europa has just arrived in the Dreamliner. Good morning, Siegfried. No others who have joined. What's this? Is that inbound for Polderbaan? I think it might be. Flying over Schiphol at 7,000 feet. Could be. Let's see, this is a 787-10 that has been pushed back just now. Or at least a Dreamliner of sorts. Got some narrow bodies that are coming to 18 left. Delta also has been pushed back. Is that the flight to Portland? I think it is. I think this is flight 179, which is going to go to Jerry's hometown of Portland, Oregon. Hey there QJ, good morning. For the time being, more narrow bodies taking off from 18 left. Guten Morgen Ulf. This is KLM flight 1775 to Berlin, which has stopped at a bit of an unusual place, a bit further up the runway. "24-year-old 737-800, first flight May 2000. And it is going. Clearly audible, the engines of this Delta A330. And Air Europa is going to photobomb from the right. That KLM Dreamliner is also on the move. Another airplane that is going to photobomb from the right. There's also a Norwegian on the move, going to Copenhagen. That is probably going to take off from 18 left. It has a lady on the back. Max 8. Who's that girl? That is Karin Boy. Oh boy. Guess who's moving? Delta Airlines flight 179 going to Jerry's hometown of Portland, Oregon. Now another bizjet just took off from a runway 22. Tri-jet. Well, I say little, but for a bizjet it is a comparatively big airplane. Hey, interestingly, Norwegian is going to take off from runway 24. Interesting. Why though? Why though? Howdy Tom, goedemorgen. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Welcome to the show, you're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. Standing at parking P3. This departure takes place from runway 18 left, the Aalsmeerbaan. Together with runway 24 being used for outbound traffic today. What's that coming this way? It looks like an Embraer 175 to MST. Looks like it's a relocation flight. Cathay Pacific A350-1000 was parked in one of those parkings a bit further to the right. Now it has been placed over there. Not sure exactly when it is going to leave. Maybe we will be able to see it from over here. That would be nice though. And also Tom, thank you so much for your continued support. 6 months of membership, yellow celebration. Thank you so much for choosing AMS Live and the lounge as your place to hang out. Hope you still like it here. Thank you so much for your support, mate. Oh, there's also a Contro coming this way. Is that a twin jet? I think, yeah, it is a twin jet. It is coming this way. That Embraer 175 relocation flight is making its way over here to the threshold. Transavia is behind it. Good morning, John. Hank asks if Lise is already asleep. She is so quiet. Are you sleeping?
Yes.
She is.
Daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
About planes.
About planes? What? Indeed, Tom, it is beautiful weather. A bit chilly with the wind, particularly here. But it is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Now, looks like 2 relocation flights. This is flying to Maastricht. The Transavia that is following is going to go to Eindhoven. Both national flights. Maastricht Airport. Not too far away. Even less far away, Eindhoven. Yeah, that's not a heavy airplane. Up, up and away. Same will go for the Transavia over here, which will be flying even less far. On its way to Eindhoven. Flight 71. Howdy Ricardo, goedemorgen. Back from Greece. Hope you've had a good holiday, mate. Contro coming this way. Smoky engine start of another Delta A330. Oh my god. Transavia relocation flight to Eindhoven. Can you see it is a relocation flight? Lufty? Lufty A330 or A350? A350 by the looks of it. I'd say a Lufty A350. Or was it? This is KLM Flight 515 to Zanzibar, 78710 Dreamliner. We'll be taking off from 18 left. Huh? What? Snickers bar? Jesus, you just ate an apple. You're still hungry, aren't you? Yeah, it's better not to eat. It's easier to fast than it is eating just little bits. Will get you more hungry more quickly.
I still want a Snickers bar.
You still want a Snickers bar? Well, that's not going to satiate you. The apple will fill you up more. I don't want an apple. Discover A330, Ulf says. Okay. It looked like it was Lufty, but I guess it wasn't. Hey, hey. Is there a little airplane doing circuits? It looks like it. Is that a little diamond flyer? Just a few pixels. Is it a touch and go? Yes, it is a touch and go, isn't it? Yep, touch and go. Up and away. We should probably be able to follow its entire circuit. If there wasn't a Dreamliner taking off shortly from 18 left. Maybe after the departure we'll see it land again for another, or at least do another touch and go. KLM Flight 515 to Zanzibar. 78710 Dreamliner, 4 years old, the PH BKF. First flight December 2019. Hey there, Feldy. Guten Morgen. Good to see you again. Hey there, Harry. Good morning. Good to see you again. Hope all was well. Harry from Ontario. Ontarian Harry. Lufty up next, but not before a bizjet is landing. Next up Lufthansa to Frankfurt. A320. Flight 987. Ali Leo, goedemorgen. This airplane is 14 years old, first flight September 2010. E2 Embraer after that. Bump in the bump. Now, in the meantime, got some inbound traffic here. Delta A330 coming in. This is looking to the west. Not sure how far ahead we can see the taxiing airplanes actually. First time over here on the far end of the garage. Well, you can also watch a little bit further to the north. Now, Polybond arrivals we're unable to see from over here just about, I think. It's a bit further to where the building of the garage begins. This is a military center. Something getting towed, and one of Air Baltic Bombardier C series is coming this way. More whale sounds, and also whale sounds emanating from the E2 Embraer 195 that is taking off right now. Going to Krakow in Poland. KLM flight 1323. A bit annoying. I thought I could do without image stabilizer today, but apparently that is not the case. One of the car alarms going off. What is a day at the parking lot without the alarms of a car? Hey there Troy, good evening. Leo, goedemorgen. Bulgaria, is that another 8220? It looks like it. Yes. Bombardier C Series 100 versus Bombardier C Series 300. Air Baltic flight Queen alert! Queen alert! We're going to see a queen pretty shortly. Nippon Cargo coming this way. Nice. That is going to go to Milan.
From freezing tits to Nippon Cargo.
From freezing tits to Nippon Cargo, yeah. This channel is 18 plus, in case you didn't know. Right, a little sip of vodka to keep warm. Air Baltic ready to go to Vilnius in a moment. And Bulgaria will be going to Sofia. Whale sounds, and Air Baltic is on the move. Whiny airplanes indeed. Bitching and complaining. Nippon Cargo Airlines flight 49 to Milan. It is a 7478. The airplane is 13 years old. Its first flight was in February 2011. That complaining airplane sound is the Bulgaria Bombardier C-Series 100 taking off to Sofia. Hadi JB Slijm, Hadi Kasper, Kurdistan E-Paper, good morning. Nobody is perfect, good morning. Maurice, good morning.
Excuse me. I am.
Harry asks, is it windy at the airport? It is a little bit windy over here. On ground level not so much, but up here on the 5th floor definitely catch a little bit more of the wind. Nippon Cargo going to Milan, flight 49, now beautifully illuminated by the sun. 7478, she is 13 years old. Her first flight was in February of the year 2011. Check out this beautiful picture. Let's look and listen. Hopefully she got loud. Sound up indeed, Troy. But careful not to blow your speakers. We cannot be held accountable for any loss to eardrums or speakers. Showtime. Magnificent. Her Majesty the Queen off to Milan, Nippon Cargo Airlines flight 49. See that Michael is also back in the chat. Perfect timing, mate. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Hey there, Bob. Good evening. Hope you've had a good day. Good to see you again. Mark, good morning. Welcome back, one and all. Her Majesty the Queen. And there she is, off to Milan. Meanwhile, a massive big thank you to Jackie, who is celebrating 16 months of membership. 16 plus counting, still love it. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. Also, a massive big thank you for everything you've been doing ever since you've become a mod. I hope you still like being a member and a mod. And do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Hit me up and let me see what we can do about it. Jackie, thank you so much for your support and congratulations. Austrian A320 Neo to Vienna, flight 372, on its way. Now, what time is it? It is 11:09. There's an interesting change in runway configuration, or at least expected runway configuration today. As we're watching Play arrive. Wanna play?
Play game.
Looking very lively there, with the sun illuminating it. And then Cathay is blocking our view. Son of a... TUI coming this way. United is also on the move. Dreamliner's on the move. Here we have United. Flight 908. Going to runway 24. Thing is, if you guys check out the expected runway configuration, what they're telling is that from 11:40 until 12:20, they're landing on right and center, and they're going to use 24 to take off from. That's interesting because that's longer than normally. Normally speaking, they do a runway configuration from 9:20 until 11, and then from 11 until 11:40, then from 11:40 until 1. Now, luckily, we can see a lot of the traffic happening over here on the platform, particularly on this side of the garage. And then departures again take place from 12:20 until 1:40. At least that's what they're now expecting. Whether or not it is going to come true, we'll have to see. But they're deviating from what they normally do in terms of runway use. I think we're hearing GE90s being started over there. There's a 777. That is which one is that? It is a KLM 777. I'm not seeing it on flight radar just yet. JetBlue, or is that the Adler? That's JetBlue that just arrived. Hadi Gerrit, goedemorgen. QJ asks about Polder Brown maintenance. I think that was from next week, Monday the 28th until the 6th of November. United Flight 21 to Houston is getting pushed back. That's a 777-200. Technically speaking.
It's not Houston.
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 Houston. 777-200, United Flight 21 to Houston. There is an Embraer 190 coming this way. KLM flight 1799 to Düsseldorf, and oh, that's a 777. Now it is visible. The 777-300 to Johannesburg is standing over here. Candidate for runway 18 left. KLM 591 on the move to runway 18 left. Going to Johannesburg, South Africa. Hadi Björn, goedemorgen. Hey, just Nuts also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope all was well. KLM flight 591 to Johannesburg, South Africa. This 777-300 is making its way over to runway 18 left, which is still being used for departures together with runway 24. Runway 24 being used as primary runway today means that this runway 18 left is going to close at some point when 2 runways for arrivals are going to be opened, which is interesting because the wind is blowing more or less from the east. That is causing tailwind for the airplanes taking off from runway 24 shortly. Happy Thursday to you too, Just Play Nuts. KLM flight 1799 to Düsseldorf. In the meantime, taking off from the runway in the background. You might hear it, and you will see it in a moment. There it is. Now, this particular airplane, PHBVG Victor Golf, 12 years old, first flight May 2012. And check out the windsock. You can see the direction of the wind. That is why I'm a bit amazed by the fact that the expected runway use is saying that runway 24 is going to stay open for departures later. And this runway, with which the airplanes are taking off into headwind and a little bit of crosswind, is going to close, or at least that's what they say. Schiphol Airport never ceases to amaze us with strange decisions with respect to runway use. Here we go, KLM flight 591 to Johannesburg, South Africa. And Tim H He is on board this airplane, he says. Well, safe travels. Troy has to go. Martina just arrived. Greetings, mate. Hope all is well. Welcome back. That is United Flight 21 to Houston. Fokker 100 over there. We're standing a little bit more to the west, so the point of view looks a bit different. Let's have a quick look at the METAR. So last time we checked, this was what the wind was doing. Let's refresh and see what has changed. The wind has turned just a little bit more to the south, still in the southeasterly corner. 9 knots, 304. And yeah, that's still a little bit of tailwind for runway 24. CAV okay in the meantime, ceiling and visibility are okay. We have 10 degrees C as temperature. That is 50 F approximately. Runway configuration still looks like this. Expected runway use 1140. Expected that outbound traffic will only take place from runway 24. I have to see it to believe it, but knowing Schiphol, they can do everything. Pasting the METAR in the ticker for you guys. Latest weather. There we go. We're standing on the corner of the parking garage. Means that we can look a bit further to the west. There's just a column in the way, but that is it. And well, we cannot see the arrivals yet. We can see arriving airplanes a little bit sooner, and we can see a bit more of them. KLM SkyTeam 737-900 is being towed this way. Now let's have a look on the other side of the platform, the general aviation area. So the Coast Guard -8 we already saw, and it is still patrolling probably. Don't recall we saw it land. Not a whole lot of biz jets over there right now. Did see a few arrivals earlier. Now there's also still parking space over here. Actually, interesting that a lot of places here are open just locally. The rest is pretty full, as you guys can see. Technically they're handicap spots. Oh, yeah, didn't see that. There you go. Right, so not a lot of handicapped people parking their car here. This is Sun Express going to Konya. Hey Liewe, goedemorgen kerel. good to see ya. What's that? Not much. All small airplanes. And here we have Sun Express flight 745 to Konya. 737-800. Standard livery. Ian says, hey, you've got Retrolux coming in soon. Just left London. Is it coming to AMS? Or will it be passing overhead to a different destination? Just Play Not says, you know, in the US that section would be full with folks with ingrown toenails. Yeah, but that is a severe handicap, mate. Having an ingrown toenail. Yeah, but the wind is also picking up a little bit. It's warming up, but it's also getting more windy. Hey, Clash the Flyer also in the chat. Interesting.
Hello, Clash the Flyer.
The tow trucks in the background, that's the Kilo Lima. And this is Sun Express flight 745 to Konya in Turkey. The TC SOP SOP. Zipje and Zopje. 20-year-old airplane, first flight February 2004. And indeed, the Retrolux is coming to AMS, so that is nice. Arriving from London, is going to land on Poldenbaan most likely. We should be able to see it quite well from over here. Standing on the western end of the garage, it allows us to see things a bit better in terms of arrivals. Also a beautiful murmuration of birds over here. Is that geese? I think they are.
Tracking. Going to the south.
They're going to the south. Well, they need to... Yeah, now they're turning to the south. They're using the Schiphol beacon, and then after that, turn left to the south.
Flying too close to the sun.
Uh-oh, Air Icarus. Right, Sun Express still holding short. Why is that? Is something landing or taking off in the background? I'm not seeing anything yet. Alright, Sun Express is moving. Here we go. Wow, it seemed to be taking forever to rotate. Heavy or derated? Probably that latter. The latter.
Just play nuts. Just a little correction. Not just hair remember. I'm the top bitch. Okay.
Oh dear. Get your facts straight. Right, we have KLM flight 1513 lining up, ready to go to Barcelona in a moment, the 737-800. And hello there, Israeli characters, who is sending everyone, Avi is sending everyone many blessings from Tel Aviv. Thank you so much, Avi, welcome to the show. And there is... Now, why do I have to immediately start thinking about Snatch and Cousin Avi? Going to London. Hey, check it out. Singapore Airlines is on the move. On her own. Going to Singapore, that is a destination to the east of the Netherlands, so if 18 left is going to stay open for a bit longer, then we should be good. Now, why is Avi's message deleted? It seems a bit... Avi was just saying hi and greetings from Israel, and now the message is gone. Oh, and again, hey Maria, no caps never was a rule. You can also just say so and don't necessarily have to delete messages right away. Please be a bit less trigger happy in that respect. In the meantime, Cargolax Italia is coming, or has arrived. We can see it a bit earlier over here because there's only a column here in the way. Cargolax Italia 747. Now, where is the Singapore going to? Looks like it is coming this way. Meanwhile, thank you, Just Play Nuts, for your super sticker character holding their head in their hands, saying incredible, incroyable. Merci beaucoup. Omelette du fromage. Oui, oui. Yes, indeed, your father. 2 A380s from Emirates will be coming. One in the evening, I think. Evie, please refrain from using caps lock. You will get timed out or even banned if you continue that despite the warnings. We know you mean well. Your father asks, why is that? You mean the two A380s? Well, I heard from a guy I know who has been working for Emirates here in the Netherlands for years now that they're always fully packed, those airplanes to and from Dubai. I guess they need more capacity. So I'm expecting that they can fill two A380s and a 777, or how many are there still left that fly on a daily basis? They have more than enough demand. Now in the meantime we have EasyJet to Milan, an A319 taking Cheaters Lane, lining up over there. Singapore, flight 323 to Singapore, A350-900. Now, according to Bezoekbas, the website of the expected runway use, we should see the closure of 18 left in 5 or so minutes from now. I'm wondering if that's actually going to happen, considering that the wind is still blowing from the south-east. They say that runway 24 will stay open as the only runway for outbound traffic, and I'm thinking, why would they do that when 18 left has a better profile given the prevailing wind? It don't make no sense at all. It sure ain't. Adi Clementia, goedemorgen. Singapore Airlines to Singapore, A350-900, flight 323, 7 years old, first flight April 2017. Just Plain Nuts says, Lisa, I couldn't hear your lovely message to me. Could you please repeat the message?
What was the message?
I think it was about a harem.
No, just that I'm the top bitch.
Oh, just that you're the top bitch. That's all. Okay.
Not just boring harem member.
Not just a plain boring harem member. Not just any harem member, the top member. En gezellig dat je weer in Nederland bent, zegt Clementia.
Oh nou, leuk.
Gezellig.
Het is hartstikke.
Tijd voor een bakkie.
Een bakkie doen.
That's what Dutchies do.
Met een stroopwafel.
Bakkie met een stroopwafel. Cup of coffee with a stroopwafel. Stroopwafel. Infamous Dutch stroopwafels. Exactly, that's the only reason you're here. Yeah, that and you like planes. I like planes. Plus the rate, gear up. Meanwhile, good morning, Ange. Ange is here for the puns. Planes? Screw planes. Puns is what we're here for.
Yes. All white.
All white airplane lined up right here, going to Belgrade, I think it was.
Probably the last one.
probably the last one. Getting all emotional about it.
Oh, don't you pussy.
Pussy, thank you so much for your kind words, ground crew. So supportive here. I feel so supported here.
I got your back.
you thieving bastard. You got my bag? You got my bags? Is that gourmet food? No, just KLM food. Regular food. Let's see. Hadi Evelyn, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Now. Your father asks about whether or not Flight Radar is bugged, and I'm having the same problem here. No airplanes on the platform according to Flight Radar right now. So yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
It's all fake.
Andrew asks, if you have enough money, which plane would you own and what livery would you want on it? Well, at the risk of getting sued by ITA, I do like their shade of blue. Speaking of which, there they are. So I think I would choose something in a similar blue, bit like the MBA livery of Emirates. I also like red engines, so maybe I'll get sued by ITA or by Emirates or both if I donned an airplane like that. What airplane would I choose? Well, anything that flies is okay. No. Maybe a little fighter jet or something? I don't know. Right, so everybody's having issues here in Flight Radar now. Well, ITA, at least we could see quite clearly. This is Air Oink Oink. Now, the proof of the pudding is in eating, they say, and this is going to go to Antalya or Istanbul, probably. Which runway will it be taxiing to? Probably runway 24. I also see other airplanes taxiing away from here, not to runway 18 left. Right, Lewis says it's a Flight Radar problem. Other trackers are still giving the airplane movements. Evelyn fixed hers by zooming in. Okay. Zooming in, zooming out. No luck for me here. Now I think Air Oink Oink is going to take off from runway 24 since Bezoek Bus said that around 11:40 and until 12:20. Just one runway is going to be used for outbound traffic. So it's basically the same, just later. Sorry?
Plane landing on center.
You could see it from over here. Can we see the airplanes landing on center? Oh, nice. That would be nice. Right. Help me out. Where do I need to point the camera? Oh, you could see them before they touch down?
If you stand here, you can see
Okay, so they've already touched down over here, or
Yeah.
have they?
It's over there already.
Yeah, but you cannot see the touchdown from over here. They're already airborne from this vantage
They're
point.
behind the military thing.
Okay, yeah.
When they touch
Yeah.
down.
Okay. In that case, we now know that. And here we can see them emerge. The airplanes that have landed on runway center. We have Delta A330 getting pushed back here. Delta A330 is being pushed back. KLM Dreamliner over here. I'm not sure if it has arrived or if it has landed. We have our answer that Dreamliner just arrived, because no sooner has the A330 left or it is taking its place by the looks of it. The engines are being started. Still nothing on flight radar over here.
Quiet day today.
Quiet day indeed. Although not for long, because we can already hear the A330's engines. They're overpowering everything. Yeah. Hey, what is that? It's one of the Adlers. Ach so. Der Adler hat gelandet, ist gelandet. Meanwhile, Gravely Lewis is greeting us from Quebec City. Good morning, welcome back, good to have ya. Welcome all others who have joined in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3. Parking P3 overlooking the apron, overlooking runway 0927. Runway 18 left, which is now temporarily closed. Runway 24 is being used for outbound traffic, and runway 18 left will reopen again in less than 40 minutes from now. Center runway and Polderbaan are being used for arrivals. We're standing on the far end of the garage today, which means that we have a bit more visibility to the west. Sadly not enough to see the airplanes actually land on the center runway. The building is in the way. You can see airplanes that have arrived a little bit sooner from over here already. It's the A4 highway that you're seeing. This is the entrance to the Schiphol tunnel. Most Dutch people will know that.
It's gonna be a plane shortly.
Oh yeah.
Briefly see
Yeah. Can just see the rollout of what seems to be an E2 Embraer, sleek narrow body with big ass engines. The A330 is on the move. The KLM A330 is getting pushed back and will start its engines pretty soon. More A330 violence. Howdy Jack, goedemorgen, welkom. Jack will be flying from Schiphol tonight to Palma. Nice. Now we also can see what is going on in the distance at Schiphol Oost. The east part, the general aviation platform is over there. We saw a couple of bizjets land in the show earlier and take off as well. All the bizjets are parked over there, insofar as there are any. There's a few. There's quite a few. I'm not seeing any movement indicative of any impending departures.
Is that a queen parked over there?
A queen?
Just the long hanger? Left side of the hangar. Is that a queen? The 3 planes parked in front of it.
You mean this?
Oh.
Not sure what you're... Oh wait, yeah, there is a 747i. That is one of the KLMs by the looks of it.
Ah. Yeah.
Probably, but
Pixels.
it's pixels, all pixels. Just blown up pixels. Now, still nothing on flight radar. Let's turn around the phone, close flight radar and reopen it again, just to see if maybe a good old-fashioned reboot does anything. The answer is sadly no, it doesn't. So still no flight radar. All the wealthy people are enjoying their Mittagsessen. We just say lunch here in the Netherlands. Mittagsessen is what our Eastern neighbors would say. Yeah, but then we would say middageten. Yeah, but that's you guys. That's improper Dutch. You guys are speaking. Rodak says, I love the icy blue of Air Canada. There, is that the old livery or is that the new livery? It does have a nice cool shade, doesn't it? This livery. I think this is the old one still, or is this the new one? Hey, PHBVD just landed. We'll emerge from behind the column in a moment. The 777-300ER.
That one?
There it is. That is flying as KLM Flight 682, having arrived from Vancouver, Canada. Meanwhile, over here, KLM Flight 877 to Mumbai. Normally speaking, with the normal times of the runway changes, this airplane would be taking off from 18 left, as it would have reopened again around 11:40. Now we still have to wait another 25 minutes before it reopens, and we're missing out on this A330 taking off. Now luckily the A350-1000 from Cathay is still at the gate, and I hope it's going to stay there until at least the reopening of 18 left. Everything it's the regular schedule, but they have switched it up 40 minutes. So, oh, and the BVD in the background. Check it out. It is now bridging the A4 highway by the looks of it. That's a taxiway over the A4 highway to go from one part north of the highway to the south side of it. And flight radar once again working, luckily. Means that we can see what is going on over here on the ground. Looking around, not a lot of special liveries. We have United over there, we have Air Canada, more United. With KLM, more KLM. Then we have Delta, and TUI. KLM, Delta. Think in the middle we have Air Europa. Yeah, that's Air Europa. Now usually the Finnair is also parked somewhere over there. Not seeing it today though. That's not it, is it? No, don't think it is. Now, airplanes to Mumbai, to Genoa, to Munich, all normally departing from 18 left on days like today, but now they're taking off from the wrong runway. Here's a little control going towards the sun. Twin jet of sorts. You can already see by the pixelation we're far in the digital zoom and to even catch a few details of it. The PHVVD in the meantime is coming this way. Hadimat, goedemiddag. This is the PHBVD coming this way. Where is it going to park? That's the question. that is a new neighborhood that they are constructing in Hoofddorp. That's where all the cranes are. That's on the north side of the train station. The train station of Hoofddorp is between the two high-rises that you see on both ends in the field of view. The rest, I think, are corporate buildings. PHBVD arriving from Vancouver, KLM flight 682 777-300 This airplane began flying in August 2009, making it 15 years old right now. Whoa, all white, A321 that has arrived from Istanbul. Austrian, still lacking the word wolf, has arrived from Vienna. And a 787-10 that has landed on Polderbaan and arrived from Panama City. Meanwhile, the BVD is getting a parking spot right here. Butt shot of the PHBVD. Let's fixate the tripod. Relocation. KLM 777 on the move. Being towed back to one of the gates, probably from one of the maintenance hangars. Now, Delta A350 Flight 75 to Atlanta also has come alive on flight radar. I'm not sure if it is going to actually take off pretty soon already. Those Delta sometimes have their transponder on without it actually moving anytime soon. I'm seeing a United getting towed back. Pushback just began. Just pushed it back from the gate. That would be United Flight 947 to Washington. 7878. Cargolux has landed at Polderbaan. Retrolux, yes, I see it appearing. I'm also seeing Air Oinkoink landing on center. Retrolux cup. Thought of Retrolux coming here pretty soon makes me emotional. Better wipe my tears and my nose. Pussy! Whoopsie! But there it is, Retrolux. Between the trees, we can see it already. There she is, Cargolux in the retro livery, having arrived from Miami, Florida. It is the LX NCL. This airplane is 18 years old. And that is a good looking 18-year-old. First flight July 2006. Lisa has something in her throat. Do you need some vodka?
What?
You need some AMS vodka to oh. It's a simple livery, but it is a stunner. Mrs. Professor says it's bedtime for me now. See everyone next time. Thank you for joining, Mrs. Professor. Sleep well. See you in the next one. Now it has a beautiful black nose tip I should say. Which is a bit difficult to see from this angle, but you can still see it. It's particularly that makes it so nice. And the stripe, but it's the stripe and the black nose that I think is what makes those retros look so nice oftentimes. You see the stripe also with the current livery of Singapore Airlines. Air Oink Oink in the meantime in the foreground. Marcel is saying goodbye. See you later, Marcel. Thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Jackie also has to go. See you later, Jackie. Thank you for joining. Be safe. I think this is where the Cargolux is going to cross over the runway. The highway, I should say. Not the runway. Not expecting the Queen to come this way because the cargo parkings are on the south side of the terminal building. It did allow us to catch a brief glimpse of the black nose tip. I think now we're going to lose it because yeah, buildings are in the way. It's not going to come back here because it is unfortunately going to the parkings of the cargo airplanes that are adjacent to runway 24. Hey there, Jin. Good afternoon, mate. Good to see you again. This is United Flight 947, which will be going to Washington. 7878 Dreamliner. Air Oink Oink. A321neo having arrived from Istanbul. He's also coming a bit further back. Evelyn also has to go. Thanks for joining, Evelyn. See you in the next one. And there's the 777 that we saw getting towed from the maintenance hangars earlier. Not sure where it's going to end up. But they're moving it. They still are. Meanwhile, United is on the move. Air Oink Oink is following it, albeit at a respectable distance. Mario also has to go. See you later. Thank you for joining, Mario. Sleep well. Henry also has to go. Keep up the good work, he says. I definitely will do that, mate. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's have another look and see what is going on the general aviation side of the platform. The Dash 8 doesn't seem to have returned yet. It's also locked at vertical axis, maybe that reduces the shutter a little bit. I already have image stabilizer enabled, but it's a bitch, the wind. Is anybody experienced with heavier tripods, and does anybody know if that maybe works to mitigate the wind vibration? I'm not sure that it will. If it would, I wouldn't hesitate to buy and upgrade to a heavier tripod. This one is very good, but I hate that whenever it is a little bit windy, even with image stabilizer, things still get a lot of get very wobbly. Meanwhile, Guillaume has arrived from Paris Charles de Gaulle, landing on runway center. With trucks driving relatively slowly on the A5 highway. The A5 highway is the highway that is parallel to the center runway and to Polderbaan and is right in the middle of it. So if you are ever in the Netherlands and you have a rental car or somebody can drive you, driving over the A5 highway can be quite nice if you don't have to steer yourself, because you can see the airplanes left and right. Polderbaan is in use, and center too. Meantime, Shrubsy's mom says good evening from Australia. Oh, careful not to bump into my tripod. If all is well, we should see the reopening of 18 left in 10 or so minutes from now. Means that more action is going to happen. Bit more up close. In the meantime, German Airways just landed on the center runway, and we still are awaiting the departure of the Cathay Pacific A350. Howdy Gerrit, goedemiddag. Gerrit says, sorry I'm late, no need to apologize, mate. That is really not necessary. I had to do some gardening first. Readying the garden for the winter. I also still have to trim the hedge a little bit. It hasn't grown, well, not every shrub has grown equally well. A couple did. Might trim those a little bit. Some haven't grown that much. Or maybe I will just leave it be and give it a trim in spring. Now is Delta going to be parked where the other Deltas are also parked? It's already slowing down a little bit. It's looking like it's going to park next to its bros, which are a bit further to the left. Just Play Nuts asks if I have a gimbal for my camcorder. I don't. I'm not sure that there are gimbals for camcorders even. No movement on the left. I'm also looking around to see what's going on. Nothing in the distance for as far as I can see over here in terms of biz jets prepping for departure. I'm surprised that with the lack of activity we nearly haven't lost any viewers. Still just above 450. Surprising. But we should.
Amazing commentary.
No, my amazing commentary sucks. But
You suck.
you suck. You know, I know walk. Definitely no walk during dieting time. Still 2.5 more weeks at least. We are getting results though. Yeah, but you spent time in Belgium and there you weren't able to track your calories.
Dude, they have waffles and chocolate there.
You should ask Klaasje the Flyer. She can track the calories for you.
Yeah.
Is this a jet that is prepping to take off? It is moving, isn't it? It is moving. It is moving. It definitely is. Just Play Nut says, well, I was just reading about wind stabilization for camcorders. They may make one. Well, I'm not. I'm wondering. I mean, I know that Jerry from Big Jet TV. He also has a Sachtler tripod, but he has a heavier tripod and probably. I'm not sure if he has the same tripod head. He's also filming from relatively windy location, and I know that Kevin from AVL uses Cartoni. I also had one in my hands last year. That was a Focus 8. I think he has a Focus 10 that's a bit sturdier. Whenever I check those channels, I don't ever see them having so many vibrational issues as I seem to be having. So I'm wondering, maybe my Sachtler Ace is a little too light. Maybe beefing it up will help. If it would, I definitely would pull the trigger, no questions asked, because I've been thinking about upgrading it for a while now. It's just slashing out, spending a couple of K for a tripod when it doesn't do that much is a bit unfortunate. If only I could test it.
Yellow dots?
Huh?
Where is it going?
Oh yeah, hey. That's interesting. It seems that we have a reopening of 1-8 left. Vueling loves Barcelona. Is it going to Barcelona? It isn't. It is going to SCQ, which is Santiago. And that leaping bizjet in the meantime, sneaky. Shouldn't have lost my focus. You're distracting me, ground crew.
Excuse me.
Excuse you, indeed.
But the
Cathay is also. Cathay has been pushed back. Right. So lucky us, we are going to see Cathay Pacific taking off from 18 left then, because it is reopening, being initiated with Vueling. Hey there, Brian, who is tuning in from Northumberland. Good morning, welcome to the show. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning to you too. Well, it is still... No, it is afternoon over here. Apologies. This is Vueling in the Vueling Loves Barcelona livery. It's an A320 which will be going to Santiago. Not Santiago de Chile, but Santiago, España. Flight 8379. It is an A320, 8 years old. Its first flight was in September 2016. And thank you for your kind words, Barry, who says, great cam work, boy, you have a good touch. Thank you so much. I do my best to show you guys the smoothest pictures I can give you with the equipment that I have. More BizJets just taking off, which means Vueling has to wait. The runways aren't intersecting, but the paths out for outbound traffic are, which is why this the BizJet that you saw just now first had to take off successfully and clear the outbound path of this runway, which it has. So I think we should get movement over here pretty soon, unless more BizJets are taking off, but I'm not seeing any in the background. Now, another reason why they might postpone giving clearance is if something is going to land as well, if a BizJet is coming in to land, which I'm also looking out for now and I'm not seeing it. So thinking on paper Vueling, oh yeah, it is moving now ever so slowly. Mark, I appreciate you thinking along with me, but you're severely underestimating what I'm already doing. I am already standing here with a bag waiting, my tripod down, and whenever I'm in the field I use cables and hooks into the ground around each tripod leg to secure the tripod so that it doesn't topple over, and also to firm it up, make it as stable as possible. So I already do that, but that is only very limited in what it does to stabilize things. So there is a bag hanging under my tripod already, but that can only do so much. Yeah, if Lisa maybe
hang on it.
You can also hang on the tripod and then it breaks probably, but
Excuse me?
well, you haven't lost that much weight during the diet, have you?
Don't kiss and tell.
Don't you shut my mouth. I'm getting censored here.
Yeah.
I'm getting censored here.
I am woke, so...
Yeah. Woo. Is Cathay moving? Cathay is moving on its own. Yeah, nice. Meanwhile, Lufthansa Flight 989 to Frankfurt, A321 lined up. And the tail that we see is the E2 Ember 195 to Bordeaux. It's the Red Wine Express. bye Lufty. And hi Cathay. Cathay Pacific A350 1000 on the move. And thanks for the suggestion, Just Plain Nuts. I will look that up once I'm done streaming and once I'm home again. Adi Han, goedemiddag kerel. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Right, Lisa, you have to hold the tripod. Let's see if that makes a difference. Keep. Don't you be talking with your mouth full. Hey there, KC. Good afternoon. Ugh. Cathay Pacific A350 1000 will be taking off to Hong Kong shortly. Meanwhile, more movement on the platform. What is coming this way? Is that Air Europa? Air Europa to Madrid. Is it coming this way, I wonder? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Don't recall that we've seen Air Europa take off from 18 left, so I'm not sure if it will. A case can be made for both runways, so either 24 or 18 left would work. Meanwhile, Air Baguette is also coming this way. We have a 737 that is taking off in the meantime. Aviation is also leaving the house. I'm hearing a helicopter. I'm seeing a helicopter. There it is. That is not a Lifeliner. Also not a regular police helicopter. Seems to be having an additional dome. What is it? Is it military? What is it? Interesting. Is it going to land on Schiphol Oost? At Schiphol Oost? Or is it just passing by? Coast Guard rescue, people in the chat are saying. Meanwhile, Air Europa is making its way over to 18 left's threshold. Cathay as well. That helicopter is continuing, moving to the east. Yeah, that's the east where it is going to. So it's not landing on Schiphol Oost, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Aegean over here. And Air Europa behind it. After that, Cathay Pacific 1000. Hey, it has something on its livery. 25 years, Aegean 25. Congratulations, Aegean. Flight 3625 going to Athens. A321neo. Airplane a year old, first flight November 2022. And there it is, Cathay Pacific A350 1000 to Hong Kong. after Air Europa probably. Unless line cutters skip ahead. Which I'm not sure that they will. I'm not seeing any. Right, so here we have Air Europa flight 1098 going to Madrid. It is a 7879 Dreamliner. It's the ECOEM. It's OEM equipment, 3 years old, first flight January 2021. Nice combo shot with Cathay Pacific. Let's celebrate with a sip of vodka. Hey there Felix, good morning, welcome back, just in time. Beautiful combo shot with Air Europa. BizJet taking off? Yeah. Retracted its gear relatively quickly already. Is there more coming, I wonder? The answer is, by the looks of it, no, not immediately. Yep, nearing Air Europa. Going to Madrid. After that, A350 1000 time. Up, and away she goes to Spain. Let's quickly turn back. It is time now for the A350 1000 Cathay Pacific to Hong Kong. Here she is, what a beaut. Flight 270, the BLXN. 3-year-old airplane, first flight May 2021. And Han is happy today that I'm not on the landing runway for the dotted airlines. Patience is a virtue, Han. I know you want to see them. They're therapeutic for you. We will see more undoubtedly at some point. Now, we already saw Nippon Cargo Airlines 747-8 take off to Milan earlier. Wouldn't it be nice if another 747 would come this way? I'm not sure that there is any schedule to go out anytime soon, but it would be tremendous, wouldn't it? Cathay Pacific turning now. Outbound to the south, now turning to the left to the east. Howdy Marco, goedemiddag and you're welcome. Marco says in Dutch, thank you for the nice footage. You're welcome, mate. And double with cheese says good morning, good afternoon from Los Angeles. Welcome to the show. Good morning. And thank you for your kind words. You also want a double with cheese? After the diet is over. Oh no. Oh nee. KLM A330 on the move, not on its own power though, it is relocated, being relocated. And we have something coming this way, I think, is that... Yeah, Transavia to Salzburg is coming this way. Also an Air Canada just has been pushed back. Will not take off from 18 left though, but it is nice to see. Maple syrup, yeah. Now you want pancakes, don't you? me too. I also want pancakes with maple syrup. Tried some relatively low calorie protein pancakes that I had a recipe of, but no, it's not like the real thing. Better stick to normal food. Get the real stuff again once you're done. Now this Air Canada isn't showing on flight radar yet, although it has been pushed back just now. It also seems to have had a nose job. Or is that just the lighting? No, I think its nose cone is a bit more dark. Vegan cheese, just plain nuts says, I have never tried that. A mate of mine who does eat vegan oftentimes did try it and said, I'm sticking with regular cheese because the taste and also the ability to use it as an ingredient in recipes is just so much more inferior than compared to regular cheese. Ah, sunscreen on the nose, that's what it is. Yeah, now that you mention it. Old-fashioned sunscreen. Well, at least it's less suspicious than those Dreamliners from KLM that returned from Colombia with a white tipped nose recently. I think we all know what they have been up to. Meanwhile, a 777 from KLM that has landed on Polderbaan, taxiing alongside the central runway, already on the west side. No, the east side, this side. Now, Air Canada is on the move. It is unfortunately taking off from runway 24, as all airplanes that have a destination west of the Netherlands do. One night left is open again, but we have to wait for traffic to get near the runway to take off from it. I do see that Finnair has come alive. Now that's also an airplane that will be taking off from runway 24, but it is an A350. We saw it arrive earlier in the stream, and well, maybe we can get a glimpse of it leaving. I mean, in the meantime, I am seeing, where is it? Further to the left, BizJet taking off from runway 22. That has to be the slowest retracting landing gear, barring the A330. A330 has to be the slowest in the game still, but this one did come close. Play is also leaving again. We saw it briefly as it arrived. And Johan says, blue skies above Amsterdam, who thought that was possible? Yeah, I certainly did not expect this today. Well, I was hoping for it later in the stream, but I wasn't. I was happily surprised to see how early in the morning it already... Okay. Got a notification of not having a connection and had to restart the stream. Luckily I saw it in time and I think we were only out for a couple of seconds. Parking P3 is infamous for bad reception. I'm standing in a major big Faraday cage and I'm thinking it is impacting the reception quite poorly. When I have good reception, I have unlimited data and a very high upload and download speed that I can attain. So it is reception that is the bottleneck always over here in the parking. Play is on the move, and so too I think is the next airplane to 18 left. Transavia 737 to Ibiza is coming this way. I see that the chat is resuming again on my computer but not on my phone, so let me just open it up and reload it. Should be working again. There we go. Right. Thought, let me just point the camera towards the threshold already so that I can fix everything. Not necessary. Meanwhile, as Transavia is making its way over to the threshold of 18 left, Finnair A350 to bloody Helsinki has just been pushed back and is starting its engines. We'll be leaving for Helsinki from runway 24 unfortunately, so we won't be able to see it from over here. Dear Kantor, thank you so much for your support, 5 months of membership, and he writes, sending the Cathay 747 from Charles de Gaulle as a gift. Smiley. Awesome, is it underway already? Should be landing on Polderbaan then in 40 or so minutes, if it is already airborne. We should still be around for it to see. This is Transavia flight 5679 about to line up on runway 18 left going to Ibiza. It's the PHHXC Hotel X-Ray Charlie, 8 years old, first flight March 2016. Ricardo asks if the A380 from Emirates has arrived already, and the answer is no, not yet. I haven't been tracking where it is, but it hasn't landed yet. And that is Qatar coming this way, going to Doha. Hey there, Mark Wild, good afternoon. Peter Hummel, long time no speak. We'll be going to New Zealand with KLM in December, and is asking, will I have enough leg room? I'm not sure. If you fly business or first, then the answer is undoubtedly yes. Last time I flew on a wide body from KLM, it was a 777 and it had enough leg room in economy. Mind you, that was 8 years ago when I was flying to Tokyo. This is KLM flight 744 on the move, 777-300 Here we have Qatar flight 8206, which will be going to Doha, Qatar Cargo. Hey there, random rodent. Good afternoon. Thank you for your kind words. Clementia says that the A380 is expected to around 130. Okay, nice. Now, Qatar Cargo flight 8206, which will be returning to Doha in a few moments. It's a 777 freighter, 8 years old, first flight April 2016. Registration Alpha 7 Bravo Foxtrot India. Just Play Nut says you should stream from ATL. It's the busiest airport in the world. Would that I could, mate. I think I'm going to have trouble with the power supply first and foremost, because I will be needing 220 volt or 230 volt European sockets. And I do need my AC outlets. I think it's going to be hard to pull a long stream otherwise. So I have to look into that at some point in the future, perhaps. If ever this channel grows into something that allows me to go international every now and then. First up, Qatar Cargo to Doha. Yes, that was Ita Blue coming to a runway near you. Now, is that privilege stall? The answer is yes. That's an A321. That's probably, yeah, that's the A321. That is fine for KLM going to Madrid. Now, ITA is holding short. Why is that? Why isn't it lining up? Is there something in the background going on? Not seeing any activity. What's that vehicle in the background? Random van, or at least a van seemingly randomly parked there. ITA Airways. This is the I-Ho. I-Ho. On its way to Italia. Yeah, what the fudge? Clouds are blocking the sunshine over here. What? That wasn't the plan. Privilege style A321 flying for KLM and going to Madrid in a moment. Flight number 1503. Spanish registered 16-year-old airplane. Its first flight September 2008. What's that we're hearing? KM Malta? Dreamliner coming this way. Is that yeah, that's coming this way. That's a 787-10 to Nairobi, which is a destination. The airplanes take off from runway 18 left. Now, the meter in the meantime seems to have become a bit old, so let's have a look at the weather. This was the old report still in the ticker. It was Cavalcade, but is it still? The answer is no. We have fuel clouds at 2,000 feet right now. Wind speed is still from the southwest. Wind is 9 knots, 3 below 4. Air temperature is 12 degrees C. The air pressure relatively high, 1025 hectopascals. No significant changes are expected. Let's have a look at flight radar, see where that A380 is at. Check it out. It is 2 airplanes coming this way. We have the bonus queen arriving from Paris. 747-8 Cathay Pacific, expected 1:26. Emirates is flying towards the Netherlands and is expected 4 minutes before the 747. Nice little something to look forward to. Let me quickly paste the METAR in the ticker, the weather report that I just showed you. Then back to camera controls quickly. As Air Malta, or no, KM Malta is what it's called now. It's going to take off pretty soon, and after that, KLM flight 565 to Nairobi. And Ricardo says in Wateringen no clouds, everything is blue sky all over. Now over here it is getting a bit more cloudy. This is looking towards the east, southeast, the south, southwest, west. And Lisa is chilling.
I'm not asleep.
Lisa is not asleep but chilling in the sunshine for as long as it is shining. Okay, Malta to Malta, underway. Delta just arrived. Turkish also getting pushed back. Is going to Istanbul and is expected, I think, to take off from 18 left, if all is well. Now, how about this for some contrast? An Embraer 175 in the foreground, or is that an Embraer 190? Embraer 175 with a 787-10 Dreamliner behind it. The airplane, the big airplane, is even further away, magnifying the contrast even more. Okay, up for 565 to Nairobi, Kenya. 787-10 Dreamliner, the PH-BKL. 2 years old, first flight, June 2022. Curving, flexing, rotating, more curve, more flex. Classical Dreamliner shape established. Flying AMS Live logo. Off to Nairobi in Kenya. That is Russell Crowe saying hi to all the viewers. Drop a like.
I heard that.
I heard it too, yeah. Made in Australia, also also back. Boy has got the tongue. What a smooth groover. Thank you so much. Smooth groover. Smooth operator. Now I'm thinking about that song. Now if only smooth talking could chase away the clouds that are now in front of the sun, I would talk my way out of this, but it's getting a bit colder and more shadowy here. I'm also having a look in the distance to see if anything is happening in the background. There isn't. I was just about to say it was taking a while before this airplane was taking off, but obviously as soon as you say that, it is taking off. Hey, was that... Oh, firefighter. It's a firefighter. That's on this side of the platform area. It's not on the platform area itself, but this is the publicly accessible bit where the buses drive. It's not public road, it is a dedicated bus lane. There's a bus stop where this fire, yeah, now passing by, that's a bus stop. Right. Not sure what's going on. I do know, and I thought I saw it, but now I can confirm it. It's Han's favorite, Vueling. Spot the dot, there it is, still in place. No denying it, it is still there. And Vueling is being followed by an E2 Embraer 195, which seems to be smaller than the A321. At least it is a bit lower on its legs by the looks of it. Also, the fuselage looks a bit more tiny. I'm not sure that it is, but it looks like it. Turkish is also on the move. That's an A330-200, I think. Looking like, yeah, that's an A330-200 to Istanbul. Turkish flight 1952. Should also take off from 18 left, normally speaking. What's that? That just arrived. Is that the 767 from Iceland Air? I think it is. Definitely is. Driving up the ramp. Is that? I think that's the engines of this Delta that we were hearing. First up, Vueling's A321. Next up will be this E2 Embraer 195 to Geneva, KLM flight 1931, which is, how old is it? It's a year old. First flight somewhere in 2023, although flight radar doesn't say which month it began flying. You're also picking up the sounds of the Turkish A330, which is overpowering. There it is, making its way over to the threshold, followed by Transavia and, by the looks of it, two more E2 Embraers, or at least one. One more. More E2s. No, two. I was wrong. Here's one. And here's two. Meanwhile, Iceland Air, the 767, which landed on Polderbaan, is now over here. You might pick up on its engine sounds. It's looking for a place to park. Let's quickly turn back. Turkish flight 1952 to Istanbul, the next airplane to take off from 18 left. The TCJI Air. That's Juliet India Romeo, 16 years old, first flight August 2008. Turkish Transavia combo shot. Transavia will be going to Salzburg. Once it does. Up and away it goes. Still relatively low temperatures and a bit of wind. That causes a nose trickle here with yours truly. Just cleared it. Now rehydrate with some vodka. Transavia flight 6591 to Salzburg is lined up, ready to go. 2 E2 Embraer 195s then, and after that one of KLM's A321neos. Michael has to go. Get ready for work. Thanks for joining, Michael. Have a great day at work, and I will see you again in the next one, undoubtedly. Is it the Faxa? I'm not sure. It's Fax A or Fax B. Let's get vaccinated. What a fascinating airplane. Well, what is it? Is it Fax A or Fax B? It's the B.
Sounds good.
We want A choice, not B choice. 2 E2 Embraers. One going to Munich, the other to Budapest. The one to Munich is already lined up. But the new kid on the block, the newest kid on the block, is also there. Still not part of the in crowd. You can see it is holding its distance. There's a group of E2s, but the A321 isn't mingling yet. Not sure if the group of E2s has accepted the A321neo yet as a member of their team.
It's alright, David Attenborough. It's quite alright.
They are whining and bitching, aren't they, those E2s?
You're jealous.
Moaning, is what it is.
But they're women. But they're female planes.
They're female planes with a sleek, narrow body and big ass appendages. Are they freezing? Right. She's a bit shy, the A321, but she's inching closer towards the runway threshold. Now that one of the E2s has left, the other one is no longer that imposing, I guess. You can see it inching forward. Can we be friends? You want to be friends? You want to hang out? Right, KLM flight 1365 to Budapest. The E2 Embraer lined up. PH NXJ, 2 years old, first flight March 2022. Meanwhile, Austrian is also coming this way, and the SkyTeam 737-900 from KLM is also coming this way. We saw it getting towed initially in the stream, but now moving on its own. Hooray! Hey, a tractor! A baby boy tractor in the background. More blue. We have 3 blue vehicles now in one shot. AMS, live, agricultural, flying, whatever live stream this is. I don't want to go. Aww. They are whiny, aren't they? Red wine. Bordeaux, Red Wine Express. Cheese fondue. Pancakes. Snickers bar. We're not on a diet at all. Not on a diet at all. Now, we are seeing the KLM 777 on the move, and I'm wondering, is it coming this way? I think it probably is. It's going to Rio de Janeiro. 777-200 KLM Asia going to Rio de Janeiro in Latin Asia. Here we have the PHAXB, which will be going to Berlin as KLM flight 1777. Brand new airplane, latest and greatest of the A321s of KLM. First flight was in September 2024. Austrian still missing the word wolf. Still missing the word wolf. Ooh! Husky spotting, good afternoon. Amsterdam plane spotting, hello. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good day to you all. Welcome to the show, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy, I'm standing here in parking P3. Lisa S. ground crew with me, and we're watching the A321neo take off to Berlin, KLM flight 1777. KLM 737-900 in the SkyTeam livery in the foreground, and it's also going to pass by a 777-200 to Rio de Janeiro. Transavia is standing, holding short of Cheaters Lane. Holding short at Cheaters Lane, I should say. Now it's getting more cloudy here. This is looking to the east, looking to the south, and looking to the west. Now it is a bit more open looking to the west, but the sun is having more difficulties shining through the clouds here. Next up, Austrian flight 380. That is arriving, is going to go to Vienna. It's an A320. Speaking about 380s, the Emirates A380 is about to land at Polderbaan in 7 or so minutes from now. I'm thinking the 747-8 that was coming in from Paris should also be getting closer by. Austrian is holding short because Transavia is using Cheater's Lane to take off before the rest. Talking about privilege stall. How about that for some privilege? Now we're standing on the west side of the parking garage, which means that I can also zoom in a little bit further to the west because there's no longer a building in the way. We only have a single column that is blocking our view. We cannot see landings on Polderbaan from over here, sadly. We will be able to see those quad squad members pretty soon as they are taxiing towards their gates, particularly the A380, since it will be parked somewhere on this side of the platform area as well. And that bonus queen we also should see pretty soon. Their contour says that the 747 is near the coast of Noordwijk, so shouldn't be too long. It is on the downwind leg then. Austrian to Vienna, not taking off. So much space on that airplane to also place the word Wolf. Make it Austrian Wolf. Wolf Air. Where? Oh yeah. The chubby fat bastard, yes. ULS Cargo A310.
Short fat.
There it is.
Stout.
Short fat bastard.
No, don't be fat, children. It's just stout.
Hey, Jendrosik also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Stout. Now I'm thirsty for beer.
Belgian beer.
Just plain not says, does Lisa have SPF on her chaise longue?
Chaise longue.
And she doesn't, because but I do have SPF with me, or have I? No, I don't think I. No, I think we left the SPF at home.
How? That's not a way to treat a queen.
Well, there's no sun here. The R is in the month, so no sunshine over here. That's why we're also heavily supplementing vitamin D again. Because otherwise we will be running out from our bodily supplies come Christmas. KLM in the SkyTeam livery to Athens. KLM flight 1955. Hey, check it out, another queen. Cargolux is coming this way. What? That is nice. Queen outbound. Cargolux. Cargolux. Oui, omelette du fromage, merci beaucoup, à bientôt. Merveilleux. Magnifique. Omelette du fromage, vin rouge, raclette, fondue du fromage, sacre bleu. Het is goed met je. Lisa learning Dutch expressions as well. She has to, otherwise she will get kicked out of the country. Now, also, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, Ilko. Thank you for becoming our latest member. Thank you for choosing AMS Live. I hope you would like it in the lounge. Make sure to use those custom emojis that you now have at your disposal. Sit back and relax and enjoy the airplanes. Oeh, goesting voor een lekkere chouf. La chouf. En kwak is ook nice. I used to have the glass. I showed you the picture. 14-year-old boy drinking with permission of mom.
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
It explains a lot. There's always a lot to see. Cargolux Italia. Papa porte-monnaie, parapluie sur trottoir avec mayonnaise, Hans says. Okay, in the meantime we've lost all French-speaking viewers who are deeply insulted. Who's the next? The people that we are going to insult. Ooh, GE90 starting. So much to hear, so much to see. A lot. Where is the lot? Where is the lot? Where is the lot to see? So, lining up is EasyJet flight 233 going to Naples, Napoli, A320neo. Obviously, I'm going to stick around with the camera. Oh, helicopter. Lifeliner. Yeah. Only briefly visible yellow helicopter. Lifeliner for medical emergencies. Hey, Lois back just in time for the Queen. Perfect timing, Lois. Good to have you back. Second GE90 starting up. The A320neo is going. And no, just plain nuts, I don't think that there is an omelette with cheese emoji. Omelette du fromage is still missing.
Anti-French.
They are anti-French. YouTube is anti-French. It's just blatant racism. Ils sont contre le français. Oui, oui. Cargolux going to Luxembourg, lining up now. Probably light. Maybe not in the cargo department, but certainly in the fuel department. A waft of Jet A fuel exhaust emanating from over there, coming over here. Yep. Can smell it as well.
Healthy.
Yeah, it's a healthy. Live streaming is very healthy. Hey Lance, just in time, mate. Good to see ya. Texas as well. Just in time. Hopefully no connection outages like earlier. Flap, bump. I think we saw the PHAXA, the FAXA. We already saw Fox B. The second A321neo. She's also been, it's a lightweight queen, also has been on a diet indeed. On its way to Luxembourg. Now, talking about Ita Blue, I happen to spy with my little eye a Volkswagen, by the looks of it, also in a very nice shade of blue. Here we have KLM's second A321neo of the show, the first one in the fleet. Now, has the Emirates already landed? I wonder.
Smoky smoke.
Let's see. Emirates A380 has landed and the 747 is now arriving on the Polderbaan. So these are coming this way. Let's see, can I see the tail of the Emirates A380 already? For those of you tuning in later, we're standing a bit further to the west. We're at the westerly corner of the garage, and that means that we can see
Wait, I saw it.
a bit further away.
It's coming.
Yeah, I think I see it also.
Yeah.
There it is already,
Yeah.
the Emirates A380. Flight 147.
Giant, you can see it.
Yeah, in the foreground we have the Queen Maxima military base, or is it Princess Maxima? I'm not sure.
What kind of Dutchman are you?
I'm a lousy Dutchman. Standard livery. It's going to be followed by the 7478 from Cathay Pacific that has arrived from Paris Charles de Gaulle.
Oh my god, it's just like us. A king that's being followed by a queen.
A king that's being followed by a queen. Ooh, suck up. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Pancakes,
Pancakes.
cheese fondue,
Cheese fondue.
Snickers bar,
Not
fries.
while we're on the diet. Now I should cue the sad music.
Yeah.
Lucy is disappointed.
Get her.
Probably pretty soon cargo, the Cathay Pacific Cargo 747-8 should also become visible. Let's see, Emirates A380 is still taxiing in between or behind the buildings. I think we should start seeing it again over there. Interesting to see where, yeah, we can see it. What we can see from over here.
That tail, oh my god.
It is a big tail, isn't it?
You also have a big tail?
I don't have a big tail. I do have a tailbone like every other human being does, but we've evolved to have not a big tail.
So regular.
Now I think somewhere over there, I think I see something already. Yes, there's the Queen. So that is the 747-8 that only just vacated the Polderbaan, so we cannot see the landings, but we can see the taxi over here. Now, where is Emirates in the meantime? think it is still. Yeah, it's behind the buildings.
Didn't you realize how far away the Polderbaan actually is?
Polderbaan is, yeah, it's like taxiing to Haarlem from Amsterdam. Schiphol is a bit west of Amsterdam and Polderbaan is a little bit east of Haarlem, so it's more or less the distance between the two cities. Yeah, the A380 is still MIA behind buildings and trees. Should get onto our radar again pretty soon. Meanwhile, all sorts of things are going on over here. We have Delta's A350, I think flight 74, that has been pushed back and is starting its engines. Meanwhile, FEXA is taking off from 18 left. Runway used today is not diverging from what would be used during days with wind from the south. That is 18 left and runway 24 are being used for outbound traffic, and 18 left and center are being 18 center and right are being used for arrivals, despite the wind being from the southeast at the moment. The timing is a bit different though. Normally speaking, between 1 and 2, only one runway would be used for outbound traffic. Now it is prolonged for 40 minutes. It does mean that in approximately 10 minutes from now, I'm expecting runway 18 left to close again. Meanwhile, the Emirates A380 has arrived over here, is now behind the column and is going to re-emerge over there pretty soon. Now, not only did Ilko earlier become our latest Aurora Skylounge member, he just now gifted a membership and created another member. Thank you for that, Ilko. I see that Mats was the recipient. I hope he will say thank you for the gifted membership. Welcome, Mats. Thank you, Ilko. (7478) is over there. Here we have the Emirates A380. Hey there, Bill J. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Better late than never, indeed. Still action over here at runway 18 left behind me. Also, two Quad Squad members back to back landing. Emirates A380. Cathay Pacific Cargo 7478. And you were able to catch the Cargolux Queen, perfect, just in time. We also spotted Retrolux earlier. Now, and Ilko, thank you so much for gifting another membership just now. And Ilko says you deserve the members. Thank you for your kind words, mate, and thank you for the gifted memberships. I hope that the recipients both will say thank you for it. Welcome to the Aurora Skylounge new members. Don't forget to use the custom emojis. That also holds true for you, Ilko. Check it out. 2 airplanes, 8 engines.
And a lot of tires.
And a hell of a lot of tires, indeed. Cargolux flight 2014, Cathay flight 2014 having arrived from Paris-Charles de Gaulle. And Emirates flight 147 over here. also a massive big thank you to Lois for your continued support as a member. 11 months of membership. And Lois writes, almost at that green badge. Indeed, just one more month. We might even be able to apply for subsidies with so many green members as AMS Live. Maybe we can get some money from the government for it. We are getting more work by the day.
It's my good influence.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Now, another heavy ass hitter is going to take off from 18 left pretty soon. And this KLM flight 791 will be going to Rio de Janeiro. 777-300 the PHBVU. 7-year-old airplane, first flight September 2017. Right now holding short. And I'm not seeing anything happening. No line cutters, no nothing. Looking in the distance to see if maybe something is happening on that runway in the background for nothing. Nothing coming in, nothing going out. Or is there something going on? I don't think there is. Yeah. Well, not sure why it is happening. It is holding short. This is the windsock indicating the wind direction and the wind speed. Oh wait, no. Yeah, they're just allowing an airplane to cross the runway. And there's more airplanes that are returning to the platform area, the main platform area from the hangars. Right. Now there are a lot of planes around this runway. We have this 777 that is holding short. Air Oink Oink is getting out of the country. We have another KLM Embraer. This airplane just crossed the runway back to the maintenance hangars. We have a line cutter which is moving, so it looks like maybe this Embraer is going to take off first. We have another Embraer over there. Rare Embraers. Now also the triple is slowly moving again. Towards the threshold. The line cutter is already lining up a bit down the runway. That would be KLM flight 1945 to Basel, Embraer 190. Another waft of jet A fuel exhaust fumes. We love fumes. Airplane is 14 years old. First flight March 2010. Behind it, the 777 has lined up as well. Looking at an arriving airplane in the distance, thought is it a special livery, but it was just a Ryanair. Emirates A380 in the meantime has arrived over here, parked nicely at its gate. Another cheater on Cheater's Lane, which will be taking off before the 777 will. This is number 190 to Geneva, KLM flight 1933, 6 years old, first flight February 2018. I'm hearing an emergency vehicle, but I'm not seeing it. The A4. Ambulance on the highway. I think one of the Adlers is also coming this way. I think now we should see the departure of the 777-300ER to Sao Paulo. KLM flight 791, PHBVU, 7-year-old airplane, first flight September 2017. I'm wondering if these are the last airplanes that we are going to see take off before runway 18 left is going to close again. I was expected to happen around 1:40. There is still an Embraer 190 to Stuttgart coming. I was about to say Strasbourg, but Stuttgart obviously. That might be the very last airplane. We will see it in the foreground shortly. I think those will be the last airplanes before it is runway 24 for departures exclusively again for another hour or so, I don't know. So that is probably then the last 777 of the day, with 4 more airplanes now lined up, ready to go. Irregular as German Airways, special livery Adler German Airways, E2 Embraer 195 and Air Oink Oink to Istanbul. It's the A321neo, flight 1252, lined up right now. Air Oink Oink, the TCRBV. The airplane is 2 years old, first flight September 2022. Got another helicopter in the vicinity. Is that a police helicopter? It sure looks like it. Didn't hear it. was just looking around and saw it. Right, what's the hold up? Anything happening in the background? It's the first thing to look for. That baby boy tractor is still working. Ah, our oink oink is taking off. Right, KLM flight 1583 to Lisbon up next, an E2 Embraer 195, the PHNXC, 3 years old, first flight March 2021. And Adler next. And Michael says that the helicopters are because there is an incident with an accident with multiple vehicles on the A4 highway between Zoeterwoude, Rijndijk and Dorp. Ah, okay. Thanks for keeping us informed there about that, Michael. So there you go. There's always something up on the A4 highway. It's a death trap. If it's not accidents, then there is just a general traffic jam anywhere between Rotterdam and Amsterdam Schiphol. It is a disaster. Anyway, the Adler to Nuremberg, KLM flight 1843, the penultimate airplane of today's show, I think, because I think after this and the next airplane, 18 left, is going to be closed for a while. That is, I think, a natural moment to wrap it up. The DAPRI, it is the airplane that used to be known as Chucky. We can see it. This is definitely that airplane, but Chucky has forsaken us. Very disappointing. It is going to be the last airplane for today's show, so I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody already in advance for joining me here today. I had a wonderful time here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have. If you liked the show, don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed it, and you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. A big thank you to everybody for the massive support, the super chats, the super stickers, gifted memberships, becoming a member yourself. And also moderators, once again, thank you so much for keeping the chat friendly and accessible. Also Lisa, thank you so much for joining me here as ground crew today.
Even though I lost my tits today.
Because they
I had a great time.
Well, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Bye all.
The DAPRI, the airplane that until relatively recently was known as Chucky, has been demoted to a regular German Airways Embraer 190 now. It is a travesty. We will have to look for another custom emoji to fill in the hole of Chucky. If you have suggestions and haven't contributed yet, you can still submit new suggestions until Saturday. Then I'm going to make polls and all the members can cast their vote and votes about which next custom emoji should replace Chucky. For now I'm going to say goodbye. Have a nice day. See you all hopefully tomorrow. Be safe and speak soon. Bye for now.